Okay. I thought okay. How old are you right now?
48.
48. Okay. And this happened in July.
Yep.
What were the symptoms? What made you? I mean, like, go through that day. Like, you woke up at what time was it? You woke up?
Maybe 8ish.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty early.
About 30 minutes into the drive.
Just feel I can't really say a pain.
Was it like a pressure? Did
Yeah, it was
feel
like
funny?
a pressure. It was,
okay.
Right here. And there was...
It felt like a pinched type of pain right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just kept going and going. Then about Gulfport, I was about an hour into the drive.
Hour's drive.
Yeah. So I pulled off one of the exits.
It was enough to make you pull over. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, because
something's up.
It
you could
just
tell.
didn't feel right.
Okay.
I couldn't say what it was.
Right.
I couldn't say what it wasn't.
Right.
So I pulled off and I looked up,
Symptoms of a heart attack.
Okay. Just Google.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the reason why I brought it to mind was I had hung up with my parents a few days prior or whatever, and they were talking about some of my contemporaries had heart attacks.
Yeah.
Neighborhood kids and stuff like that when I was growing up.
Yeah, right.
And so I think that...
So something clicked.
Yeah.
You're like, that story sounds kind of familiar, what they told me.
So
okay.
and then I Googled it, and I was like, I went to a convenience store. Well, when I pulled off the interstate, I stopped at the convenience store. Then I went inside, got aspirin.
Yeah, because it's said to do that, right?
Yeah, it said one of the best things you can do is if you're having a heart attack. And so I got an aspirin, I ate it. I sat there for about 15 minutes, just making,
making sure you feel
good
enough to drive.
Yeah, it was like...
Feel like it normalized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I went to the hospital, drove myself to the hospital.
Did you call them ahead of time?
No.
No, you just showed up at Biloxi, or?
Yeah, it was...
So you weren't very far from the rest area after going to the gas station?
Yeah, it was like...
Up the road.
10 minutes.
So when you walked in, you just walked into admitting, not
No,
into ER?
I went to ER.
You went into ER? Okay.
And said, I think I'm having a heart attack. And they were like, oh. Okay. Come back in. And they put me in a room, and like I said, they did the EKG and all the blood pressure and blah, blah, blah. Then I went and sat down for maybe another 10, 15 minutes. And they called me back there to go to a room back in the ER. And got back in the room, and then they came and drew the blood. They're looking for an enzyme.
Enzyme. Okay.
Yeah. When you have a heart attack, the heart muscle throws off an enzyme from the heart muscles dying. Because after they did the EKG, it looked normal. Okay. And I was feeling about normal then, too.
So I can only imagine if you were relieved at that point, what would have happened?
Yeah, nothing worked. So they took the blood and ran the test, came back and said, yes, you had a heart attack. NSTEMI heart attack. In other words, my heart muscles were good.
Okay, good.
No problem with the heart muscle. They admitted me. And I was scheduled for the cath lab the next morning. Cath is catheter.
And
so they did a catheter.
Catheter in your femoral artery.
So where did they go in to get to that?
Right there.
They went into your right thigh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And on the top of that,
Right,
wherever you're
thigh.
pointing at, that's
Yes.
exactly where it was? Okay.
Your femoral artery
I see.
runs up here and then goes up there and then comes to.
And so what do? They shove, what, a tube? Or
They shove, it's like endoscopic. Because first they stuck, a camera probe up there.
They were able to see the side of the walls.
Yeah, the
and
walls
see
of the
what did they see when they went in?
That I don't know.
Were they able to tell you?
No.
No.
But there was significant plaque buildup.
Plaque. Okay.
Went in with the camera first and looked at everything and pulled it out, and then asked me if I wanted to bypass or if I wanted stents.
So bypass.
I know we talked on the phone about it, but bypass is when they crack the chest.
Yeah. They crack your chest, cut out the piece of bad artery, and it's, usually not more than like that.
Mm-hmm. So the blockage you had wasn't that long, wasn't that big?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah. They stuck in 3 stents.
3 of them, damn.
Yeah. And
what did they give you for drug-wise? I mean, to numb you up. I mean, did they do?
Well, I think they gave me a mild sedative because
Was it a really big needle to get into it?
Into the.
I couldn't see.
You don't know.
They had everything.
You were covered up.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long? You said in the morning they took you into
I think it was
surgery.
about 10 o'clock. Yeah.
10 a.m. Okay. And what time did you go in?
It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. So you're there for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, and at some point, your dad finally showed up?
Yeah, Dad came over.
Was that after surgery?
No, it was right before surgery. They put stents in. Kept me overnight again.
Really?
Well, to observe, make
No.
sure that there were no further complications, and let me go the next day with orders to go see a cardiologist.
So 2 days later after that, cardiologist. What was the price total you said, I think? For the
Just for that hospital visit, $250,000.
$250,000. Okay. What did your cardiologist suggest first? Like, what's the first road to kind of like what to recovery, I guess? Is he
Dietary
dietary change?
and exercise and lifestyle.